All right, once again, welcome to this podcast. This is the second podcast in a row. Last week we started a conversation on positive discipline, and we were looking at the criteria for positive discipline. Really, these are just the foundations. These are just the kind of mindset that a parent or a teacher that is dealing with children ought to have. Last week we looked at, is the method you're using respectful? All right. Now we want to look at the second criteria, which is, does the method you are using help the child to feel a sense of belonging and significance? All right. This is based on the work of a psychologist known as Adler and Drykers, and developed by wonderful lady called Jane Nelson, which I highly subscribe to. So the second criteria that we're looking at today, which is, does the method you're using make the child feel that they belong and their significant really, is very powerful. And I want to look at belonging first. So what is belonging in this case? So making the child feel, and remember it's feel. So they've got to feel it, that they belong. And when we say that we're making them feel that they belong through the method of raising or disciplining them, is that we are making them have a sense that they are connected. They are connected to us. We are connected with these children, all right? Connected with them. Because in positive discipline, we believe in connection before correction. Connection before correction. So how do we make a child feel that they are connected, which means they belong to this classroom, they belong to this home, they belong to this family? We've got to make them feel that they belong when they're connected with us. Most parents are worried about, where is my child? What is my child doing? With whom? And where? And when? These are very good worries to have. But if you asked me, I think the question should be, who is my child? If a parent knows who their child is, then they won't have to worry about all this. And how do we know our child? It's through connection. It's through giving them a sense of belonging to the home, a sense of belonging to the classroom, a sense of belonging to the school. So knowing our child gives us that security to let them be and to have faith in them, to let them try new things, to make mistakes, and in a supportive environment, of course, where people really allow children to be who they are truly meant to be, right? The work of a parent basically is to teach, to guide, and to encourage. Powerful encourage, yes. And this we have to truly do by connecting with them. And connecting with children is something very interesting, speaking about it, because it's not as easy as said. Because when you're connecting with children, we need you to have quality time with them. And remember, you can't force a child to trust you. You can't force a child to speak to you. You can't force a child to tell you what they don't want to tell you. But you've got to be courageous and just stick in there. Even just sitting with a child and just listening to them. You don't have to be speaking all the time. All right? So that's one way of connecting. And quality time spent with a child will give you a child who does not have to misbehave because of discouragement. In positive discipline, we say a misbehaving child is a discouraged child, right? So if you have quality time with the child, if you have the connection with the child, if you make the child feel that they belong, then you will have to deal with less misbehavior that originate from discouragement. All right. So that is very powerful. So that is when we talk about belonging and significance. What about significance? Significance is when the child feels that they are contributing members of the society. Contributing, yes. All of us want to contribute. Even a toddler wants to contribute. Middle-aged people want to contribute. Adults still want to contribute. So most parents who are well-meaning, who deny children an opportunity to contribute, an opportunity to learn skills, because when they contribute, they learn skills, and it makes them feel that they are significant. It makes them feel that they're contributing, and all must contribute. So we need to allow children to grow, all right? And by doing things, we need to allow children to stretch sometimes and not be overprotective and not to be rescuing them all the time. Because remember, we are preparing children for a challenging world. And we can't prepare children for a challenging world when we keep rescuing them, when we keep brainstorming for them, when we keep thinking for them. We've got to allow children to do this by themselves, all right? So children need to learn sound judgment that come with facing problem, exploring solutions, and learning from their results. As I conclude, you and I are where we are today because of the lessons we've learned. Some of the lessons that we've learned are from the mistakes that we made, all right? And that's why we learned. It is so important to allow children to confidently participate and contribute and make their mistakes and learn from those mistakes. So remember, second criteria, positive discipline, does it make the child feel that they are significant, or that they belong and they are significant, that they are belonging members of the society or family and they are significant. This is not only for children, this is for everybody. Old people, young people, middle-aged people, everybody is looking for significance and belonging. All right? So let's give it to them, because we are not raising children for the moment, but we are raising strong, able, responsible, and contributing members of the society. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the feedback you gave me in the other video. I'm looking forward to hear more from you, get questions from you, and let's meet in the third criteria, which is, does the method you're using, is it effective long term? Thank you so much, and catch you in the next video.